All right, friends, we are going to keep the good times rolling. We are going to do another Prince reaction. This is I Love You, But I Don't Trust You Anymore from Montreaux. The individual who shall remain nameless, who suggested this one, you know who you are. All right, let's check it out.
I could tell from the moment you walked in the room that wasn't your dress you had on, and wasn't your perfume. What happened to the ring you gave me? What am I to assume? I love you, babe.
I'm pulling out the Canadian accent here, okay? You know what I'm saying, eh? Yep. My question now, once again, is what could this man not do? You know, I've asked sometimes out in the comments, you know, we know that he was into basketball, and but he grew up in Minnesota, so we know what the Minnesota climate. We also know that hockey is very popular in Minnesota. I'm Canadian, so naturally I'm curious. Did he ever play hockey? Maybe he didn't play it competitively. Maybe did he just play it road hockey? Did he play road hockey, you know? It would be pretty hard to grow up in Minnesota and not play hockey at all. But anyway, so now we got, this is almost like a little jazz lounge act. The dynamics are phenomenal. Again, his singing, like now it's like a little bit of a nod to some of the jazz singers of the past. Definitely has kind of a lounge feel. There's emotion in it. This was a spectacular performance. I had done some reaction videos to some other songs at this concert. Small pedal board. When you got the fingers, and you got the guitar, and you got the amp, you don't need a lot of effects. Someday, I hope to do a rundown of my pedal board, but we will get to that another day. But this is, what can I say, man? The dude's awesome.
You could tell from the moment you looked in my eyes that I could see right through you. You must apologize. I'm always giving you the best of life, even in the wrong, it was right. I know you trust me, baby, but you don't love me anymore.
If I haven't mentioned it already, I love that keyboard player. God, this is a great keyboard solo.
I remember meeting you here in the good old days. I could never pick the flower of my favorite protege. Even if I would have, how would I treat you this way? Oh, why, oh, why'd you do that? Love you, but I don't trust you anymore.
You guys are killing me here. I feel so silly for not catching on to this guy's genius so long ago. Okay. This was, it's not recent, but 2009, I was an adult with some mature capability, but not a lot, depending on who you ask. So I'm going to tell you guys something. And it's not to be arrogant. I'm human. I make mistakes. I remember making 3. Anyway, I've got pretty good ears for music. Okay. I didn't hear him even remotely approaching being pitchy at all. So I've never really heard him sing in that style, kind of a jazzy, scatty kind of lounge, croonish, a little bit of, it had a lot of different elements to it. That man's sense of pitch, when he's singing, it was scary. It was that good. I'm listening to that going, you could listen to other live performances. We did a reaction to Creep, and it was live off the soundboard. Okay, a soundboard recording is different than other types of recording, okay? It's really hard to hide the mistakes, especially if it's a recording before it goes through the effects part of the mixing board, which is sent out to the live audience. So usually when people perform and it's sent out to the live audience, there's mixing levels involved, there's different effects, delays, reverbs, choruses, all that other stuff added, right? Which can help. But when we listened to Coachella, it was Creep at Coachella, which was the concert he was performing at. It was pretty raw and naked, man. He still sounded awesome. Like, that's very impressive. We could go through some other off the soundboard recordings posted on YouTube, and there's some famous people, and it don't look good. It doesn't sound good, because it's not hidden with effects and other things. But man, he had some emotion in that. The way he works the mic. I'm going to tell you guys a story too. The way he works the mic. Distancing from the mic when you're... Okay, that motion didn't look good. But that distance from the mic, okay? It's... that tells how much you can project. You can control, as a vocalist, how much you project out through the sound system to the main audience by your distance from the mic, right? I remember years ago playing in a band with a guy. He actually wasn't a bad singer, but he was always like a foot away from the mic, and we're like, dude, like, get closer to the mic so you project more. When I would perform in a 3-piece band, like, you've got a drummer playing, you got a bass player, you got my guitar. I learned to be right on the mic to project even louder, especially when I was talking and addressing to the audience, so it really pops out and gets people's attention, right? But he knew how to work that with the dynamics, the distance back and forth from the microphone with what he was relaying. Like, guys, there's a lot of people doing Prince reaction videos. A lot of them aren't musicians. A lot of them are doing it just to get views and a following. But I'm a longtime musician saying to you guys, This guy is beyond genius. I didn't quite hear him sing in this style, right? So he's just so adaptable, the way he can do everything. And I think to understand, okay, again, much of my life was dedicated to intense musical study and practice on the guitar, and also live performance to be, reasonably good. Some might argue that, I play at a very high level. Some might argue not. It doesn't matter, really. But to become proficient on the one instrument, like I couldn't even come close. Like even within 1% of seeing, if Prince was 100%, I could barely hit 1% of his vocal ability. Like, we did a Glenn Campbell dueling banjos reaction the other day. It took everything in me just to sing Rhinestone Cowboy. Like a rhinestone cowboy. This is really, what I'd like to do. This is maybe a pipe dream on my end. Of course, we have a growing family here on YouTube. I'm getting close to 700 subscribers, which is unbelievable. You hear about people spending years just trying to get 1,000 subscribers. When I started this channel, it was in 2000. Sorry, 2020, not 2000. 2020, unfortunately, things were not good in my life at the time. And I knew when I created the channel on YouTube, but before I started making videos, I knew like, okay, I can't do this right now. I have to put this off. My motivation was because a lot of the channels out there that taught guitar, I found them, I'm looking at it like this would confuse beginners. They make guitar more complicated than it needs to be when you're learning. But I really kind of started with this channel late last August. So to have 700 subscribers from August to March, that's pretty good. And I mean, I owe it all to you guys. And what I like to try and do, because I appreciate every single one of you that takes the time to watch my videos, give me your comments, give me your feedback. It really means a lot to me. So what I really try and do is I really try and spend time to answer each and every one of the comments because, this isn't cliche. I'm not saying this. You guys matter to me. Like my channel would not be growing the way it is if it wasn't for you guys. Don't want to get emotional here, but I really appreciate it. And it's a little bit of humble pie for me to watch someone like Prince and go, man, like I really was clueless. As an educated musician, I just never stopped to pay attention to the guy. And that's really sad. But you know what? We make a lot of mistakes in life, but all we can do is move forward. And I'm happy to move forward with regarding Prince because I have all you guys behind me educating me, and this has been a wonderful ride. Again, I can't make every reaction video about Prince, but I try and make it a big part of it. My pipe dream down the road is that someday I can do a road trip to Paisley Park for a day or a weekend, and that a lot of you there will be there at the same time, so I can meet all of you in person. It would really be, would that not be awesome or what? Guys, again, the guy's phenomenal. I don't know what else to say. It's just a constant. Every time I watch something, I'm learning something new about him. And I appreciate it to you guys. Again, I started this channel to educate people about music, and it's in a weird twist of fate. All of you are coming out and educating me in a good way. And the people that say, hey man, I'm learning a bit from your channel about guitar, this and that, that means a lot to me. And the people that like the channel, and I always want to get better. I always want to make the channel better. And anyway, enough of my going on here. You guys rock. That's what I'm trying to say. And so does Prince. God bless his soul. And we're fortunate to have him for the amount of time that we did. So remember guys, practice hard, practice smart. We'll see you soon.